Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel too. It's free if you want to. Today we're gonna make a homemade ACP. So I've got my Instant Pot out here. This is how I cook rice. I don't ever cook rice on the stove or in a rice cooker. I just do it in the Instant Pot. So I've got it heating up because you're supposed to brown the rice a little bit. And here's my recipe. Mexican rice, 2 cups of jasmine rice, and you saute it. 2 tablespoons of Knorr chicken bouillon, 1 cup of enchilada sauce, 4 cups of water. I did it a little bit different than this, but pretty much the same. I reduced the water to where I did about probably 6 ounces less, but I'll talk you through it. So in the Instant Pot, I put some oil. That's avocado oil, whatever oil you want, or butter. And then I put in the 2 cups of the jasmine rice, and I've got it sauteing, and I'm going to just kind of keep an eye on it and stir it around while it gets nice and brown. I found this tomato chicken bouillon by Knorr on my Walmart order, and so I did a tablespoon of the tomato chicken bouillon and then a tablespoon of the regular chicken bouillon by Knorr is the brand name. I use this all the time. You can see I've pretty much emptied this bottle right here, and I have a whole nother bottle ready to go. But I wanted to try the tomato based one and just see how it did in this Mexican rice that we're making. I then put in some onion powder. I didn't measure it. It was probably 3 teaspoons. I also put in some garlic powder, about the same. That was probably a tablespoon of garlic powder. And then I stirred all that together and let that saute with the oil and the rice and kind of get it fragrant. It start smelling really good at this point. After the rice had browned up a little bit, I put in a can of red enchilada sauce. This is a 10-ounce can, so one of the smaller cans. And if you remember, the directions say 4 cups of water, 1 cup of enchilada sauce. So I did it different because I feel like it might be too much water. So I did 1 10-ounce can of enchilada sauce and then 3 10-ounce cans of water. So that's about 6 ounces less, I believe. I'm not sure if my math is correct, but this also makes it easier because you can just use the can that your enchilada sauce came in. Honestly, next time I might use a little bit less water and just kind of start experimenting with that. This whole recipe is just where I've tried to make Mexican rice over and over and over and over, and this is what we have come up with that we all like and we all eat. And it's good. My son actually found the recipe not in the Instant Pot, on Instagram or TikTok or something, and sent it to me, and we've been doing that for years. So up next, it was time to peel these onions and get them chopped up. There will be 4 of us eating tonight, and I know that the kids don't want sauteed onions on theirs, but me and my husband, we love sauteed onions. So I'm going to go ahead and chop up 2 onions. They're, pretty good size onions. And I'll get those started to saute while I get the chicken prepped for the ACP. ACP is like the kids and my husband's, oh yeah, the onions, they were hitting right. But it is my husband and my kids' favorite go-to meal. I was watching this cooking show on YouTube, and I think it's called All Recipes, but she was talking about this grandma that she follows on TikTok or Instagram. She's like in her 90s. So I had to look and see what this lady looked like. Anyways, got the onions started, and then I've got my chicken thighs prepped. Fun fact, I always use chicken thighs. I never use chicken breasts, and I know that that is supposedly unhealthy, but they just taste good, and I don't like chicken breasts because they're dry as a bone. If you guys have any good chicken breast recipes, leave it down below. But I went ahead and washed my chicken, and I'm not a chicken washer typically, but I've been watching some people wash their chicken, and they're showing like what they get off of the chicken, and it's nasty. So I might be a believer. I tried to cut some of the fat off. I didn't cut all the fat off, but a good amount. You know how it's got like that big chunk of fat on the end. And then sometimes chicken thighs will have a bone in them, like where they missed getting the bone out. So I went ahead and made sure all these didn't have any bones and got them cut into like strips. And then I cut the strips in half. I had been sauteing the onions on really low heat so that they didn't burn. So I went over there and cranked the heat up, and I burned my hand many a times on that metal spoon. So I had to use a little washcloth, and then I would burn it again because I'd leave it in the pan. So I ended up switching to a wooden spoon. But in this pan, I've got avocado oil, and we're on like a medium heat. And then I put some salt in there because when you're cooking onions, the salt draws the water out and they'll cook down a little bit faster. I didn't want things like caramelized. I just wanted them like, cooked till they're translucent and delish. Since everybody wasn't eating this, I took the onions and put them into a bowl and set that to the side. And then I cooked the chicken in the same pans just to save on pans. The rice takes about 30 minutes from start to finish, so you kind of can start the rice and then do the rest of the food. I got the chicken in the pan, and again, it's still on like a medium-high heat at this point, and I'm going to put in some taco seasoning. This is just packets of taco seasoning that I put in the big jar. They're like low sodium. I put the rest of that onion powder in there, which was probably half a tablespoon. I put garlic powder, about a tablespoon, and then some cumin, and then some chipotle seasoning just to give it a little bit of a kick. I stirred that all around, and then I put the lid on it so that it would cook a little bit faster and kind of like stay moist and not scorch on the bottom. I had some leftover refried beans, and the only people that eat these really are me and my husband, and there was that much amount left. And I heated those up in the microwave, and then I got out just this is Gordo's cheese dip. It's mild, it's delicious. Everybody likes it. It's a crowd pleaser, and it is. You have to have this for ACP. You know, you got to have that creamy cheese sauce. But all I'm gonna do after the beans get heated up is I'm gonna heat this cheese dip up till it's nice and runny. At this point, the chicken was done. I cut the biggest pieces up to make sure it was cooked all the way through, and gave it a quick taste test. It was delish. And then I put mine and my husband's onions back into the pan, turned the stove top off, and put the lid on so it would stay nice and warm. We still had about 8 minutes left on the rice, and so I got the kitchen tidied up so I wouldn't have to do that later, and just kind of waited. Everybody was kind of chomping at the bit for this meal because it got the house smelling delicious. My youngest son was about to leave to go to his dad's, and he was like, let me taste the chicken, let me taste the chicken. So he tasted it and he approved. Then it was time to release the steam on the Instapot and get this rice pulled together and get this meal good and set up and plated for the family. Here's what it looked like. Ooh, it looks so good. So at this point, it looks like the water and the liquid is on the top, but all you do is you just stir it together and get it all incorporated. And this cooks all the seasoning into the rice, so you're not like adding the sauce later, it's into the rice. So to plate this up, we've got a big scoop of rice, followed by a big scoop of chicken on top, and then some onions. So this is going to be for my husband. Then I got his portion of the beans. Man, these beans are good too. I'll have to do a tutorial on these beans. And then I drizzled some of the cheese sauce on top, and it was good. It was, I mean to tell you, it was like eating at your favorite Mexican restaurant in the comfort of your own home. But I plated myself up a plate, and then I plated up the kids that were going to eat. I didn't give them any beans or any onions. And this is how it came out. It was so delicious, y'all. Let me know if you try it. Thanks for joining me today. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and I will see you on the next one.